Hi everybody, Tony and Emily here again with another episode of Building Blocks.
Today we're going to talk about the process of walkthroughs.
Walkthroughs can be very tricky. It's right before the closing, everybody's excited, and it's up to us to help you, the buyer, realize, is there anything that needs attention before you actually close? Is the apartment actually there? So Emily, maybe it makes sense to chat about what we actually look at when we're there.
Okay, but there are two types of walkthroughs. One is a resale walkthrough and one is a new development walkthrough. They're very different. The resale walkthrough, we go through the apartment. It's supposed to be swept clean. Everything is in, the refrigerator is clean. Everything's working. The toilets, the water pressure, the stove, we turn on the dishwasher. If there is a washer dryer in the unit, we'll turn the washer dryer on. We make sure that all the holes in the walls have been spackled, sometimes even painted over, depending on the contract. If it's an as-is, then they don't have to paint over.
Right, and actually that's important. Most resale contracts are as-is contracts, which means, you know, things like a gouge in the floor or maybe a small hole in the wall. It's really nothing that has to be fixed by the seller. I mean, the contract is as is. Things like appliances have to work, like Emily was saying. Certain things have to be there, but some things the seller's not responsible for.
And that's why it's always very important when you are purchasing to take a look and see if there's anything going on in the apartment that's prior to the actual closing of the sale.
That's right. So what's the other kind?
The other kind is the new development, and if it's a new development and everything is brand new, they usually have a punch list. You go through the punch list with someone who is representing the building, and we are there to help out.
We are there, and that's key because developers do not like us there because we have a very good eye. Our sole job with our walkthrough for new development is to make sure this apartment is perfect. No gaps in the flooring, no uneven molding. They know that we're used to this. They know we know what to look for. So we are your best asset doing a walkthrough because this is the only chance you have to make sure this apartment is perfect when you close.
Right. And if there's anything that goes awry during the walkthrough, we then bring it into the closing. We talk to both of the attorneys. We make sure that there are things that are taken care of prior to the closing so everybody walks away. The buyer walks away with the keys and the owner walks away with the check.
That's right. And sometimes things do come up, but Emily and I come in. We've been running out to buy smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors. We'll call our contractors, get a quote. We'll deal with the super to get a quick quote if there are any issues that come up because we've got a very limited amount of time because you're probably closing that day or maybe the next day. So
yeah, and when we do a walkthrough, we generally like to do it the night before or the afternoon before because if there's anything that needs to be done, we like to be given a little bit of time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, all right, I think that's about it for today. If you have any questions about this topic or anything real estate related, we're always available and you can find us anytime via phone or email, and all of our information will be linked at the end.
Thank you. Bye-bye.